It is a well, then love boss, that is a must. And not idiot thing that. Then we close it off at the end of the week with Fire Friday, which are the talk of the street. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. ISIS Miller. ISIS Miller.
You're listening to Roots 96.1 FM, owned and operated by the Mustard Seed Communities. Giving voice to
St.
the
Andrews
voiceless.
St. Andrews South. Do you want to know what the police is doing for you in serving and protecting you, our valued residents? Then tune in to the St. Andrews South Beats this and every Thursday, 11 a.m. right here on Roots 96.1 FM. Join Commanding Officer Superintendent Kirk Ricketts and the dedicated officers and for St. Andrews South Police who will facilitate your questions and inquiries. That's the St. Andrews South Beat this and every Thursday, 11 a.m. on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city.
All right, it's a thankful Thursday right here on Roots FM 96.1 on the FM band. Blessed morning, grand rising to you all. And of course, at this time, we have a very, very special interview that we're doing. And of course, we want to say thanks again to our brother, our family. Yes, he is. And let me give the proper introduction. Absolutely. I'm just so, touched and really by this interview in particular. And today we're interviewing Professor Bala, chairman of the Indiology Department of Language, Linguistics and Philosophy at the University of the West Indies, Mona. He's also professor of philosophy at the University of Delhi, India. And so we came up with this, we coined this theme, Indology meets Rootsology. And today he's going to be speaking about his journey of philosophy in Jamaica. And it's a bittersweet, because, he'll be leaving in a couple of days. Even though you have Zoom, it's not the same. We just feel better when we know he's here. And the lectures in particular, we also look so forward to. But it is what it is. And the mission continues. The work continues. Greetings, Professor Bala.
Namaste, Isis, and all the listeners, audience. Thank you. Thank you, Isis, for having me here. I'm really excited to be a part of this interview. Probably this is my last radio talk in Jamaica while staying in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really and truly. First of all, before I forget, I must say special good morning to Brother Roy Sweetland, my brother friend, who he is the one that introduced me to you. And that is how we got to be able to do these particular interviews, the lectures involved and all of that. So blessings and love to my brother Roy Sweetland as well. Your friend too.
Yes. I heard that in the recent past he was not keeping well. So let's seek the blessings of God for him. No? Yeah, I'm glad that he introduced me to you, and we met at the hotel once, and then it continued, right? Restaurant.
Yes, beautiful.
The discussion. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to. I know you leave next week, right?
Yeah, 2nd May, I'm leaving Jamaica and going back to Delhi, where I have been teaching for quite some time. And I had this wonderful opportunity of coming here and having interactions with you all. In fact, I'm deeply indebted to Government of Jamaica and the University of West Indies, along with ICCR, Indian Council of Cultural Relations of Government of India, and the Indian High Commission here in Jamaica. All these organizations actually helped me to make my stay here very comfortable, and also allowed me to interact with the people and have carry and gather wonderful memories for myself and also for the people whom I met.
Yes.
I'm really indebted to all these organizations. But otherwise, along with them, most important thing is, since this talk is about my philosophical journey, let me be in this way.
Because I was saying, if you have time, we might have to do a part 2 next week if you have time. We might, if you're leaving on the 2nd. Let's see how it goes. We just let it flow. divinely.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is where we start. Yes.
We will definitely try to do part 2 next week.
Yes, because at that time also you'd have done the lecture on Sunday, so that would be a nice segue. So let's see how that goes. So your philosophical journey here in Jamaica. Wow. I mean, wow.
I've been saying this wow so many times.
Yeah, I just wow. I'm getting goosebumps on all of that. Of your great work. And just before you go into it, I just want to say again, thank you for giving us this opportunity, and no charge, and also the Indian High Commission, where persons can go and sit in a beautiful environment and gain so much. These lectures cost thousands of dollars, So, we thank you so much for giving back, or as a Rasta man says, giving forward, to us. We thank you.
Yeah, actually, I should thank Jamaica and all of you, ISIS, because let me begin this way. Now, when I came here, this is during May 2022. That's where when I reached Jamaica, and of course, as you know, I don't know anyone here. When I reached here, I thought probably people here may not be interested in philosophy. This was my assumption with which I began my journey. But for my happiness, I was proved wrong. I'm glad that I'm proved wrong.
Yes.
And I'm proved wrong through my own actions. That's another interesting element of it. So I started giving lectures in the university, and also started interacting with smaller communities. Few people coming together and giving a talk on philosophy. And this journey, in fact, has begun with I should acknowledge Sunita. Sunita from Afia Yoga Center. She's the one who has established it and running it very successfully. I approached her saying that I want to do a workshop. Can I do it in your place? She said, of course you can do it. She allowed me to do it. And from the beginning, I'm not very much interested in economic relations. So I told her we should not charge anything for my workshop. She said, no problem at all. I said, I don't charge and you should also not charge. She said, absolutely no problem at all. You can use my premises and have this workshop. So
why was it
I
really
appreciate her generosity in this regard. Yeah.
Professor, why was it so important that you say that you're not charging and she shouldn't charge also? What is the concept behind that way of thinking?
Yeah, that's much a deeper one, because when I came to Jamaica, on the way, I don't know why I'm coming to Jamaica. Though there is a purpose that is ordained by Government of India, mandated by Government of India, but I was always thinking why. People also ask me why did you choose Jamaica?
Right.
Yeah, I say I haven't chosen Jamaica. Jamaica chose me. That's why I'm here. It's not that I chose it. I'm destined to be here. That is why I'm here with all of you, lovely people and wonderful hearts, and it's like pure spirits that I could meet here. So that's how I decided that I should not have any economic relations. Whatever service that I do, whatever lectures and meditation sessions, I have given so many lectures. I have done meditation sessions. I taught mindfulness meditation to so many people here. We have practiced, and I believe hundreds of hours. I can't count. And also I have done counseling sessions, philosophical counseling, and many people really enjoyed these counseling sessions. And in fact, each of these sessions, counseling sessions, I can narrate as a story. You would really enjoy them because these are useful lessons to our own everyday life.
Yes, so that's important.
Come out. So along with them, I have also done some public philosophy, practical public philosophy sessions. Like, for example, last time I was at Negril at Point Village. Yes. We have done something like sunset philosophy at sunset.
Oh, that's right? Beautiful.
We sat there.
Whoa.
And we it's all so much of enthusiasm, so much of interest in Jamaica. That's what has made me rediscover myself. That's why I say I should be grateful to Jamaica for this wonderful opportunity that is given to me, and also allowed me to discover myself or rediscover myself and understand my own self in a deeper way. Right. So I'm like, if I have very mixed feelings now to go back. At one side, I'm happy because my family lives in India, and I'm really looking forward to going back to my family. And at the same time, I have a wonderful extended family that I have created here, and leaving them and going is also a bit painful. So it's all with a kind of mixed feelings that I'm in now, because this will continue for this whole week.
Yes, I'm telling you, for real. So wow. Well, you guess what? You know, in my back of my mind, I'm saying, you know, I'm affirming. You know, he's going to be coming back soon, and then he's going to get something here at the University of the West Indies, where he's going to have to just bring his family and just stay here for a while. That's my thinking. Those are my thoughts. Those are my affirmations.
Who knows? We
don't know.
Future,
you don't know.
Anything may happen.
If you're taking a little longer, then we need to come. We need to come to you. Yeah, we need to do an exchange. It's an exchange program.
You should come. Actually,
one way or the other.
Now that you created this context, friends, whoever is listening, please try to understand that Government of India offers opportunities for youngsters of Jamaica, Jamaican nationals to go to India and study.
Oh, okay? That's so
These
good
are
to know.
fully funded programs, not just ICCR fellowships. We also have ITEC program. You can go to the website of High Commission of India in Jamaica and look for education, and under that you will get a dialog box where you will find ITEC. Click on that. There are many opportunities. In fact, there are 50 slots per year that are fixed for Jamaica.
And I
heard that these are underutilized. So I request all of you to have a look at this opportunity and make use of it.
I think a lot of people just don't know. They're not aware.
Yeah, it is being publicized by Indian High Commission, and also it is being publicized through Government of Jamaica.
Okay.
But I believe, as you said, it is not reaching to the people who may be really looking forward to. But through you, Isis, I really would like to share this information with everybody.
Thank you.
Who is in need, who wants to enhance their knowledge, expertise, as well as looking at the world. Come to India.
Yes, right? I'm coming to India. Yeah, listen, I'm serious. I am serious about going to India. Yeah, I would love to do some because of Zoom now and all that, do some programming from the university and visit Sadhguru Isha Foundation. Oh yes. That has to be fulfilled. That's one on my bucket list. For sure. That's on my bucket list. Yes.
Wonderful. You must come.
Yes, I am, for sure. And Sharon reminded me yesterday about this when she just got back from Atlanta, Georgia, Chambers. And she says, she said, there's something within our spirit. When she saw that I was interviewing you today, she said, no, we got to go to India. We must go to India. So you see, we're pushing towards it for sure. You came and did a stint here in Jamaica and so well, and I know you'll be back. But let us continue a bit more now on your journey. That's why we're going to have to have a part 2, because we're segueing all over the place. Which is natural. Yeah. So you want to start in, we have about 10 minutes left. But the beginnings, when you first got here, what was the energy like? What were you prepared for? What weren't you prepared for? How did it start out?
That's again another fascinating thing in the beginning itself. Like, as I said, I'm mandated to teach at the University of West Indies, few courses there, and also which would include Indian philosophy classes. But along with that, I am supposed to give one public lecture every semester. But it's like I gave almost 32 public lectures in these 2 years. And then I taught a course recently on Yoga Sutra, which is again 30 hours of teaching there. And I have done leadership workshops for big corporates like Guardsman Group and also Sandals Group. And I have done art interpretation. I have interpreted some of the art exhibits at National Gallery. And of course, I am with you, Isis, on this radio talk at least 14, 15 times.
Yeah, probably more than that too. Oh, yes. We welcomed you, man. We welcome you. We continue to welcome you for sure. So
in fact, yesterday I remember I have been doing meditation session with one particular group in Jamaica for more than an year. More than an year. Every week we were meeting and having this meditation session. And yesterday was the last session. So I was so
it's emotional.
Yeah, people ask me, are you happy to go back? So I have to say yes, because my family lives there.
Of course.
But again, it's like I don't know whether I'm really happy that way. It's a tough situation.
Yes.
Interesting one.
Yes, very much so. So also, this Sunday though will be your last lecture here in Jamaica for now. Talk to us about, I know it's your journey, your philosophical journey, but a lot of people would probably think even some of the lectures you have covered, we didn't know or realize that you have a philosophy of this, a philosophy of that. It's very intriguing, and I think sometimes they just try to understand what philosophy means,
That's a very significant question, Isis, because philosophy is often misunderstood to be something that belongs to the other world. It has nothing to do with me, my practical everyday life. This is how people wrongly understand philosophy. But when we try to do public philosophy, we see philosophy to be a part of the individuals, each one of us living here. Because we have our own conception of reality that we carry with us. Though reality as it is outside may not be exactly known to us, we always have our own reality which we keep in our mind and carry with us. And how do you get it, and what kind of logic works in it, and what kind of ethical considerations that must be kept in order to see your life to be a philosophical journey is important. This is what I have been trying to explain to the people, that philosophy basically is a reflective discipline. It makes each one of us reflect on our thoughts, on our words, and on our actions. If you keep reflecting on them, you will understand what is the logic behind it. And remember, logic is one of the fundamental core branches of philosophy. People may think that logic is only mathematical logic.
Right.
No. Basically, logic is deeply human. Okay, it's not symbolic or quantificational logic. It is deeply human in the sense that why and how your thought and word get connected is through logic. Otherwise, you are incoherent in what you are talking. That is how the conception of logic itself has began, to connect thought with the word, and then connect thought word with the action. We often say, he is not logical in his actions, in his thoughts, in his words. This is where logic is basic fundamental branch of philosophy, and it in fact helps us when we start reflecting ourselves on our own actions and thoughts and words. Similarly, ethics, what are the ethical considerations that we should take into seriously in order to live the life that we are living? It is not away from you. You have to reflect on your actions. In fact, I am just reminded of a very interesting thing recently happened. We had a panel discussion that is hosted by the Department of Philosophy of Department of Language, Linguistics and Philosophy of University of West Indies. The theme was why should I vote?
Why should you what?
Voting, elections and voting.
Why should you vote? Big question.
Yeah, why should we vote is an important question, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to explain saying that we should vote because democracy sustains only if people participate in it. Otherwise, if you don't participate in democracy, democracy would be a failure. So you should not let democracy fail by abstaining yourself from being a part of it. So when I tried to explain this, later on, many people called me and said, I was not voting all these years, and I find a reason why I should vote now. Right? So it is important for us to reflect on what we were not doing, what we were doing, so that we would do better in our future and present. And this is what philosophy tries to help us. Our own conceptions that we have in our mind may not be clear unless you put them to the touchstone of a philosopher. No, you sit with a philosopher and have a dialogue. You will get solutions to the concerns that you are grappling with.
So true.
So this is what I do as public philosophy, and Jamaica, in fact, has helped me in understanding deeper intricacies of this public philosophy or public philosophizing. That is all. I am really grateful to Jamaica. I have done many experiments with philosophy here, and Jamaica is the place which allowed me to do that. The openness of the people, openness to the thoughts, new thoughts, openness to help themselves. These are very important characteristics that I found in Jamaica and among the Jamaican people. And I really love them for that. And I continue to love them.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we continue to love you. We are coming up to the end of this segment. So what I'd like you to do is just, tell us about the lecture coming up on Sunday. Once again, give us
this
all
Sunday,
information.
This Sunday, as it's going to be the culmination and also the last lecture of mine in Jamaica. I'm giving this talk, concluding this series that I started almost 10 months back. The theme, philosophy for everyday life. That was the theme. And in this week, basically, I'm going to talk about my own conception, my own journey, philosophical journey, how Jamaica responded to my philosophical interactions. So I would be presenting some of the insights there in my journey. So this is being hosted by Indian High Commission, and it would start from 5 o'clock onwards. And I request all of you to, whoever has time and whoever finds it to be interesting, to join us. In fact, I feel that some of you should also speak. I should not be speaking on that day. You should also tell me what was my journey. If it is a failure, you should say it on my face.
Well, it's not it hasn't been a failure. But Prof, you know that we're going to stick to the same format, where you speak for an hour, and then afterwards we have the question and answer. For about a half hour. It's going to go beyond that for sure. We know that for sure. But, we'd like to have that whole, it's more than a synopsis or a summary of what, what it entailed to be. Because as you rightly say, who would have thought that so many persons in Jamaica would be so aligned to the philosophy. But then you have so many philosophers. The Rastafarians alone, really great philosophers. And the list goes on in terms of different parts of our society. So it's going to be very interesting to hear how you interpreted all of that. And, we in turn will, have to say how we appreciated you after all these years. That's how I'm looking at it.
That's a very important point. In fact, when I was looking at the philosophy of Jamaica, including the Rastafari, I understood that there are many elements related to that align with Indian philosophy.
Yes.
So there is a rich resource that is waiting for researchers and common people to explore and bring them out.
That's why we have
somebody should do that.
Yeah, and that is why we have to head to India also. So we have that reciprocity. It's all making so much more sense to me as we go along. So we just surrender it. Surrender it. Yes. So on Sunday, 5 o'clock at the Indian High Commission. And give us the address once again, please.
It's 5 Earls Court, Arcadia Avenue.
Right. Beautiful ambiance, beautiful space, and
Yeah.
just good people gathering. And I am affirming also that we'll be able to speak to you on Monday. Just let me know if it's convenient before you leave again, so we do a summary of the lecture and where do we go from here. Where do we? Because it's not a how should I say? It's not a ending. It's a transition and transformation. Even though you're in India, that's how I see it. It continues.
Yes, definitely. Even I see it that way, Isis. Thank you so much for articulating it in the best way.
Yes.
And thanks to all of you, and thanks to you, Isis, for having me here. And definitely we'll meet next week before I leave. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
All right, take care, Prof.
Take care.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day. I am just getting goosebumps all over when I think of this Professor Bala. I sending out the promotions, and one of my friends said, "Oh, good luck for you for pronouncing his name." I was like, "Hey, he said that we Jamaicans can call him Professor Bala." So he's okay with that, But and that's Aldis. Aldis, I hope if you're here, you can attend also on Sunday. I think you'd find this very, very interesting, and then we're going to be planning our trip to India. Yeah, man, we're going to be planning. I feel very, 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 very strongly about it, for sure. So thanks again, Professor Bala. Oh my gosh, my brother Roy Sweetland, thank you for doing the formal introduction, my brother Roy Sweetland. And we just wish you, lots of love, light, and healing wherever you are, my brother. Love, light, and healing to you, my brother. So it's a minute to the hour of 11 o'clock. Thank all of you. Thank you all for listening, for watching. You can make comments, ask questions. And, of course, you'll see the flyer. It's on Sunday. And as he confirmed, Professor Bala confirmed, we will do one last interview next week, or just after the lecture. Loving it. All right, so we're going to take a little pause for the cause, and just so grateful, so thankful, so joyful. It's a thankful Thursday, and we should be having St. Andrew South Beat coming up. I know Sergeant Lang said she wouldn't be able to come, but she was trying to get Constable Moesha to come, Alan to come as well. All right, so going to take a right forward into Got to Be Thankful, Got to Be Grateful, oh yeah, by Jameer Morgan, and of course Kabaka Pyramid. Oh yes, you're in tune to Roots FM 96.1 on the FM band. Thank you.